For your protection now, many kids going to be out and about this weekend, and you too can have a spooktacular time this Halloween as long as you're being safe and alert. WTXL ABC 27's Jade Blexa is with Tallahassee Police for some trick-or-treating tips. Jade?
Kelly, thank you. And Officer Northway, as kids put on those scary masks and costumes, what other gear should they consider wearing before going out trick-or-treating?
Well, Halloween is one of their favorite nights of the year. I have two small kids. They have been waiting forever to wear their costumes. But one of the most important things is that they wear some sort of light or reflective clothing with that, or give them a light source like a glow stick. They're cheap and easy. The bracelets now, the thing that goes around their neck, usually it's going to add to their costume, or a flashlight, something like that. They have headlamps now for kids that are relatively cheap. Give them some sort of light source so that when they're crossing roads and going in and out of cars, that they can be seen very clearly. They even have headlamps now that have like a strobe flash on them, or a lot of these different flashlights have strobes on them. You have them turn those on. They look scary to them, but they also make a great light source for motorists in the area.
So a lot of resources out there to keep kids safe. And what would you say is the safest time of day for kids to go out and about?
Probably dusk-ish or just before, especially your little guys. Your little guys are ready to go trick-or-treating, let's be honest, at 8 a.m. when they wake up that morning. So, if you go out at 4:30, 5:30, somewhere in there, it's getting dark around 6:30, 7 o'clock right now. You go out a little bit earlier than most, you're going to have a much better time for yourself. They're not going to realize that they're not supposed to be out. It's not until after dark, quote unquote. But as the night goes on, the darker times, we're going to see more problems with vehicles and people trying to stay on the roadways.
And when a child does get to someone's door to do the trick-or-treating, what are some of the precautions they should take?
Well, first of all, you want to be with your child when they're trick-or-treating. You don't want to be by yourself. You don't want to let them just go out and trick-or-treat by themselves. Going up the doors, never really going to have a problem with that as long as there are a group of people there. So you knock on that door. Obviously, a universal thing is that if your light is on over your doorway, people are going to come and assume that you're home. You have all the lights off in your house, no one's going to come to your door usually. So be with your child, watch them go to the door, make sure they go up to that door, and they're not going inside the house, that they're staying outside the house, and the people are bringing the candy to them. Another great resource for our trick-or-treaters is to use the FDLE's website for sex offenders and sex predators this time of year. We wouldn't want our children going to a sex predator's house and knocking on the door. They list all the addresses and pictures of those people. You can put in a search. It's real easy. Just type into Google Florida sex predator and it will bring you right to their website. Florida Department of Law Enforcement is what FDLE stands for, and they have a listing very easy to do for us.
And we have that resource up on our website at WTXL.TV. Parents can check that out ahead of time.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Officer Northway. And we got to take a break. We'll be right back. Stick with us.